Yeah, g'day guys. Today we're ripping out a hedge and a retaining wall. Here we go. Come on, birdie. You can't stay there or you get squashed. Can't just stay there. I want to take that tree. Yeah, so this is the area I was talking about. A huge hedge. I've done a video on this hedge on my other channel. And it's always been a pain. It's always lots to do. And but the main focus is this retaining wall. It's all bulging out and falling apart. And these uprights don't seem to stay up real well. Like all of them are all got a bit of a lean on them. It's because they're put on the wrong way to start with. Like they're across this way where they should be this way, standing upright for more strength, but it takes up part of the backyard here. And also it is a matter of the ground below here is all rock. Like this whole house has been cut out of a hill, like it's been cut down and moved out. So it would have been difficult for them to try and drill holes or anything in there anyway. So, but we'll get it all out. But firstly, not firstly, but I've got this massive big tall palm tree. It's got to go, so I've got a tree lopper lined up to remove it, but we're going to clear the area to for him to cut it down for us. So we've got a couple other pine trees behind it. You can sort of see it way back there. So let's get into cleaning this area, and we'll start at the other end. So these white panels are just for to keep the sun off of these windows. This is the western side of the property. So I'll just move them out of the way. And all these pots will go. Those panels. And to get into this area, I've got to cut this clothesline, so I'll just cut it off at the bottom. I can either weld it on later or remove it altogether. Like we've got another clothesline, so all this hedge, all this retaining wall's got to go, and it's all rock behind it, so I might end up just leaving it rock, maybe. So that little fence has got to go. So we'll get it tidied up. Let's start getting this clothesline out of the way so I can get the machine in here and start moving some stuff, and get ready for the tree lopper to do that massive big palm. I don't know why someone would put a palm tree within 2 meters of the house. Just doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. So what we're up to at the minute, end of day one, is we've removed all the star pickets and the chain wire that was in front of the hedge, and as you can see the fence is gone and everything that was attached to it, and the big pots, oh, they were loads of fun. There was still a tree root connected, like it'd come out the bottom of the pot and gone into the ground. That's just chase some moisture, I suppose, or something like that. Now this is our wastewater system, and there's the other one over there. So I've got to be really careful when I come in here with the machine to not crack the top of that, because that's just like a big in-ground tank, so we can't damage that. So it's all gone. There's where the post was. Pulled the post out, that wasn't so hard. Fence was over there. So tomorrow I'll come here with the digger and start removing, like pull all of these, start at the other end of course, like pull all these hedge and those sleepers. They're all rotten. It looks really bad down, like there's some rotten stuff down there, and you can see how bad it's leaning over, and the rest of it's rotten all along the bottom here. There's just no real substance. It's all had termites, and like it was a treated timber, like a H4 timber, so but it just couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. The arsenic in it was probably really yummy for them termites. So it's leaning over really bad. Like if you look along there, that's hard to see. It's leaning over pretty bad. So there'll be some good sleepers in there worth keeping, but the other ones will be, yeah, good for nothing. And you can't really burn them like as firewood because there's arsenic in it, unless it's a fire nowhere near where the smoke goes, which is unlikely. Anyway, so I'll come in the gate there tomorrow with the digger and start pulling stuff out and make a hell of a mess. And it should be clear enough to nearly get all the way through there. Like between the hot water system and that tree, I might nearly get to the other end. Stop focusing on my hand. Might get to the other end. And that'd be awesome if we could. See how we go anyway. Anyway, let's get into that tomorrow. the size of that earthworm. It'll have to be 12 mil in diameter. taken a bit out, the end of day 2. As you can see, I've taken out a big heap of the bank over here. Give us a little bit of more room. Trying to preserve the grey water tank and the lid. So I've just put that board over the top there to hopefully I don't hit that power point. So the hedge is all the way back to that palm tree, which is meant to be coming out tomorrow afternoon. Look at the size of the rock that I've pulled out of this wall. Come out of there. I mean, there's the digger, and it's, yeah, it's big. It's probably, I don't know, 400 kilos nearly. The digger just struggles to lift it. So I chucked these couple old sleepers. Well, they're not perfect sleepers, but they're okay, just across the edge of that concrete tank. So we've got a nice big rock face. Those pine trees are going too. They're bloody close to the house, much closer than I thought. So we're up to the palm tree with the retaining wall and the hedge. Man, that's 8 foot tall. Those hedges, just too much for me to keep maintaining. So we're getting there. Look how close this palm tree is to the house, and it's nearly 100 feet. Bloody tall. 30 meters. Same with those 2 pines. Yeah, wouldn't be so good for the house if they landed on it. Anyway, it certainly makes a heap more room there, way more than before. Probably add some meter. We'll get back into it in the morning. Here we go. tree loppers have left and finished. We've got the palm tree down there all on the ground in pieces. And we've got these 2 pine trees that were up there. There's one log down here. Alright, so all the mud's gone. I mean the rock, the stuff, all that stuff's gone. And the track's really muddy. Really muddy when I was taking out that last load. I'll just check this out. So anyway, so we've got a bit of a fall on it, a slight fall, so it falls away close to the rock wall instead of to the house. And I've put that row of pavers just there. Now I'm no professional paver layer, and I know that you're meant to have it super flat surface underneath, and it looks nice if you got new pavers, but these ones will just do for the moment until we decide what we're doing with this whole area. Chances are we're probably just going to put concrete here and stencil it or something like that, and maybe a patio roof over the top or something one day. So at the moment we've got ourselves a nice big rock wall. Big rock. If it was cleaner rock it'd be nice as a mural or something, but we don't have that luxury. There's that old palm tree with the remnants of it, that massive big tall palm tree. So I've chucked a couple extra pavers in there just to square it up, make it look semi decent for the time being. And the wife's gone and, you know, do what wives do. So these are the two original gardens that were there. There was another one way over there near that palm tree, and it's gone, clearly gone. So this is all just the remnants of it. I was going to try and put pavers back in there, but because they're all cut pavers around the edges, just too much mucking around for the moment, because it's not going to be a permanent. So that's kind of a job done. So all I'm going to do now with that last bit of hedge that I can't actually reach is cut it about half height and let it bush up again. So I'll just get the loppers out and tidy that up. But from the other end, looking up that way, it looks heaps wider. Doesn't quite look as pretty, like it being all green like the hedge was. But I don't have to trim it, which is, that's really good. But the next step for privacy here is, see that barbed wire fence that's just there? You can't quite see it, just the star pickets in the barbed wire fence. We're going to put a paling fence there. I know we're out in a rural area, but picket fence will just sort of finish this bit off, I think, and tidy it up. So the other reason we were getting rid of the hedge, besides of all the maintenance and the retaining wall and that huge palm tree that was in the way, we seem to have a lot of snakes around the property. And they used to love hiding behind there and wandering along, and every now and then they'd pop out and come over near the house and scare the craps out of us. So there's no more hedge for them to hide in. So job's done. That one's all finished on that job. So on to the next one, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you like. If you want to see more excavator type moving dirt type videos, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.